Kennedy, Showdown.
A criminal like Anas, very evil guy.
Obi ananwe yi ne ka 18 million. Ka wanse da mu jimi na mu obi ntia mo. Mu jimi no.
Na Anas e koseti MPP ministers up.
Kennedy Agyapong na ye hu Ahmed Suale picture. Why the leaky Ahmed Suale picture my? Kennedy Agyapong.
Who are winning ye dwuma. Enipa no ewu ye within 20 minutes. Now who they are to social media or the two soon.
Kennedy Agyapong na the boy ni two TV so. Kennedy Agyapong na ka say, "Why we bet you boy ni bi amomo no?"
Mr. Me what proof. I have all the videos of the Chinese people. What are you talking about? Makoko to crack can any radio so.
Na presidential candidates are one wako you ka. Kennedy credibility na no. Enra New Jersey courts action their forgotten. Dampare, he's a murderer. Dampare killed innocent people and called them armed robbers. When are they investigating Dampare? Dampare recorded Tetenyohunu and then America. IGP Tetenyohunu. When you were appointed as a deputy IGP, Dampare recorded Ekoboma Nanadomo Entini Amwanye. Dampare said your chain mama party they handcuff good in Sano. Monche Dampare.
Na abusia man of the moments. Sisi America say dear Anas Aremeyaw Anas. Mena America say abrantie no Anas investigative journalist no we need defamation lawsuit edi etia honorable Kennedy akompreko Agyapong ma enano da match bosomia na etoso miensa ne da na etoso edu enso 17th March 2025 year twam ya nano na mienu year twam ya no quarter ewo New Jersey eno ewo United States of America ashe se Kennedy ohene Agyapong entria 18 million US dollars kwasi broni kokko sika emfama Anas Aremeyaw Anas na ni nyina no nso ekoja Kennedy nsemi okokeka fa Anas ho se abrante friend no Anas no oye criminal oye kronfo sebi eburu ono ana Ahmed Suale abrante no a owu ye no Kennedy echiremu se Anas ana ehye abrante no ewu achi.
A criminal like Anas, very evil guy, very evil, and he continues to do that even under MPP for Showdown Anas. I have all the videos, and I've given you the date, 8 February 2018. Anas, that evil boy, was setting MPP people up to disgrace them. That's how he makes his money, or blackmailing for. I'm casting. Uni nipa. Assume he said, "Nam the kotu ho na mo bia ko ye." Who are uni ni ye dwuma. Enipa no ewu ye within 20 minutes. Me dey na maintain po. Now who they are to social media or the two so. Did he even say good things about Ahmed Suale? Ghana for Magini Susasa na. Ghana for Magini Susasa. A criminal like that. Now who nipa one Anas a kunkum Chinese pokumu. Now me call court me kai.
I know any proof until honor yem for honor to change.
You proof when I catch you, please. I have
fast proof no my police for honor yen try so cra. Yeah, but you honor yen so until honor yen inside.
Crash it. I think Mr. Me what proof? I have all the videos of the Chinese people. What are you talking about? My court to crack can any radio so I've gone to court and stated it clearly. Why are you afraid?
Ma asam no edi kan ekọ court e Ghana ha ma nkwosiaga e ma omu dismiss asam no mena make say Anas etabli asam no ekọ US courts mena make say the court no pass final judgment ene honorable aso ayehye. So afterwards no social media no mu ache bebre ma Anas after so abekasa no Afia Schwar ganso abekasa ewo asam no ho echiremu se Anas di onim na se papa ebiemu kura nso no Kennedy a ono ano akwakọ yi nika no Kennedy no enyo obi a esese yesoso no so woni ma bi ofi se Kennedy Agyapong ene Afia Schwar onim se omo banta edomontam long time banta oh yeah ma Afia Schwar be so ntokwa ne so a me de ho ama ne bono ede ebro na before ebekwa video ni bi ede aba no Mekanfo Kareste Company Limited indu ede da school so say ya edom bi atiese ni peduane so ma onya sitremo ni joba aya na edun fichi ko echi awoti pens wase fiduan bro no so obi atumete nka mugya echese eflo ede mawo efri oni peduan mu gu form no emayi e batoto 2-3 days na twa kwagye mpadimfo endro bi na wo ye bema for so fam say mu zaman capsule so no ebe mu agina so brane wo ye be ma de oyero ko mutwiwa tuja eduro yi e waduro na mpanimfo nduro FDA ahwemum ade atum say ye open do to akofoma say ba stores be ebe wa onsa ebeka mpanimfo nduro bi abusia yenya musie nkoti afia emra
na presidential candidate awanu akoyi woka. Is Kennedy credible? Kennedy credibility no. Enra, New Jersey courts action the Afia. A jury of 12 members. I declare Kennedy not credible. Not credible. Presidential candidate Awutimi ka asem na yi e kadie. NPP nanga se hia homo. Utu awe 80 million you akotena se. Na dwen ho. You are out of the race. Anas Ama Kennedy showdown. Anas. We've heard the word showdown for 2 years now. Anas Ama Kennedy showdown. Showdown. Papa showdown. And of course we New Jersey. Obia na dream to Obia. I mean, common sense will tell you everybody deserves a second chance. Common sense. Common sense will also tell you that you can't compare apples to pear. Kennedy Agyapong and Bawumia is like comparing me to Michelle Obama. It's so fucking wrong. To Samira Bawumia, that is so wrong. Comparing Kennedy Agyapong and Bawumia is like comparing Afia Schwar and Samira Bawumia. And yakura. Listen, me, I was not raised. My parents didn't have money. My parents were not rich. Christian Tetenyohuno Akwaba. And send me and Sapa person me pusa police for one. When are they investigating Dampare for the murders? For the murders, murder. Obi kunipa yetwinu kojina court. Na be no me investigating Dampare. Ahmed Suale no which is laudable. Na almost a boy no na eliki Ahmed Suale picture. Me no me enu why the leaky Ahmed Suale picture my Kennedy Agyapong. Kennedy Agyapong na the boy no 2 TV so. Kennedy Agyapong na ka say wa wo be chi boy ni bia momo no. Ghana police me di seremo. Said you are sending a picture no come a politician and we here. You send a picture no a politician no is equally guilty as the one or the boy in the picture but too TV so national television. If I talk court to be one New civilized country, no civilized country. I can see a match which is okay depending on what you claim you have. Now, whatever 2 TV so ne, any day no one that ambulance no di or theatre, wow no. Dia na mo de be no. Because we know me no. Kennedy Agyapong na my Ahmed Suale picture. And no catch obia. The video is there. What about no bono? BBNC. He was very clear about it. And Tinipa na matching no. Or the picture no ko ba Kennedy. Or catch Kennedy so from 2 TV so. If the only thing you have against him is sending his picture to a politician, then we all know the politician who was showcasing the boy's picture on national TV, issuing threats, commanding his followers to do the unthinkable, and it happened. What the fuck is going on in that country? Was he charged because what he did was a felony, threatening somebody's life and the person eventually dying? If Kennedy didn't do it, it was a felony. Was he charged with it? Or Dampare made above the law? Was he charged with it? Wow, Shamino, Sawuna Kofa politician be bad picture. Abato was a wow, but be a kuno, and we are calling a moana. And Kawin in a mo. Mo ba ka che so much will be a man say eya wawasam when your omo bo tuo na the leaky in the picture. The leaky in the picture. Now the leaky in the picture there to every Ghanaian is Canadian Agyapong. That's money anyway. Can no Kennedy no vote. No Kennedy no vote. Obi ananwe yi ne ka 18 million. Ka wanse da mo jimi na mo nyo bi ntia mo. Mo jimi no. Yanti se pia fi manu bi. Mo ka se opposition try their own. Mo ka wanse da. Ah nas. I don't know one from my mama ready witness impact statement amount. Na ka ma be cheche ma che jury no. Papa na oja won no do betini aye na dako. And I said thing. Me boy no me wa ha, you know you are my bro. You are my bro. On frame my name my witness statement. Na me ncheche mu papa na oja won no. You betini aye to the jury. And you can get even a call 20 million by nas me 200,000 they will say we drop it. One time nas say 80 million no. Ni nwa ba ni me 200,000. Na begging for your bag for floor. Ah. And as you can, how can you pocket all this money alone? How? Because Anas, who wait me about Ghana, who wait me about Ghana? Anas, send me $200,000. Now begging for your bag for four. Many of you, am I begging? Yeah, I'm begging for $200,000 to go shopping. Anas, you've made free money. Well, no, US for better to tax. Yeah, there be a 1 million. They make taxes. But 17, the only work of you. And the battle na mo Ghana mo twa mo kancha Ghana police force leaky no mo Canada Kennedy na leaky Afia Schwar picture Kennedy Agyapong and the two TV so ka se wa ba chi bia no ye ne de oba ye no obia ntumi nya wo hwe enti obra no mache na ne de I cannot show them their job ba o ntimi nchi akwasi amache no mo nya Kennedy Agyapong. Kennedy Agyapong issue a threat on somebody's life that me person me kind of brofo na that me dey come police for her. Kennedy Agyapong issue threat on somebody's life on national TV, asking everybody that can beat him up or do whatever they want to him to do it. Eventually, this young man died. A few weeks after his threat, this man was shot and killed in front of his house. Ghana police, name na mechebu police eduma. But we all know how the law works. So you can't arrest Akwasi Amachibi. No money idea what they never to TV so now say Mochi Kennedy so what action was taken to stop other people from repeating what he did, because what he did was a first class felony. You are in a first class felony. And what action did you take? Kofi or drying put your papa kwasiano oboduam o papa na yo drying oboduam anwume ya mary be kuno e de na ye nkwan ama me ma no o papa e de yo drying oboduam kwasia jinifo o papa na yo drying oboduam ewie ya mary be kuno e de abonkwan ama me ma na no o papa drying no o papa drying no matobi boduam e wo mi fie wo ewie ya bo se wo Ghana achafo Mary bekuno ne de yankwa mape na kwasia yamade kwasia yamade ne wo papa kwasia ne yamade wo nana na kwasia no de wo papa so it's just agent kwasia yamade ne wo papa wo fu ichinifo ne de wo papa wo kwasia pa. The story you are storing is not storing. Ghana please, the story you are storing is not storing. What do you mean by yachi you leaking in a picture? What is the definition of leaking? What is the definition of leaking? Semi obi seni adia mame na me so be sendi mo obi a me so me leaky. And so what's the definition of leaking? And what has been done to Kennedy Agyapong? Me wa fatete ya unu say adwuma no obo ni nsi ye. Now I want to know, when will they investigate Dampare for all the murders? Dampare killed innocent people for their lands. Dampare at some point was a land guard. Dampare killed innocent people and called them armed robbers. And then we are the person people say was same shooting na cause who are the bracano. And we are kete bino. Dampare to me kwachi obiana. Kete bino. Dampare to me kwachi obiana. Dampare to me kwachi obi. Obi what are them money amecho? Yes, so you armed robber. Armed robbers now broad daylight. Pacho yachi obiana. Adabakon ko blasis katugu ni yachi obi o. And now it is a Paul Adumochre. I saw my kind of 1 year and a half in a mobile. I have been shouting about Dampare's murders for 1 fucking year. Dampare within you investigate him. I feel like Paul Adumochre can like I feel like I've been saying this for years. VIP be na ko Kumasena. I'm a go share woman. Drive and the reverse see the passengers ni bani yan. I'm obviously natural. Broad daylight. Dampare was killing innocent people and calling them criminals. That was what Dampare was doing. And the Ghana police said, when will they investigate Dampare? Because at least I have said it. And you mean Kwanameka. He's a murderer. Muntia Paul Adumochre. I said, "Me follow me, my car, but muntie problem."
They are the sounding board. So if he pays them, he can get away with murder. And didn't he get away with murder? Dampare got away with murder. He did.
Okay.
Why? Because he's paying the people who can talk. The people who are talking, he's paying them. The policemen who were celebrating when he was removed, they have always had that inclination. They've been talking to some of us all the time. I'm not the only one. They're speaking to many journalists all the time about this Dampare problem. But they are service members, they can't talk. You talk, Dampare will transfer you. You talk, you go back. The sounding board. So if he pays them, he can get away with murder. And didn't he get away with murder? Dampare got away with murder. He did. Why? Because he's paying the people who can talk. The people who are talking, he's paying them. The policemen who were celebrating when he was removed, they have always had that inclination. They've been talking to some of us all the time. I'm not the only one. They're speaking to many journalists all the time about this Dampare problem. But they are service members, they can't talk. You talk, Dampare will transfer you. You talk, he'll sack you. Even now, go back to Christine. Forget about everything Dampare did. What about the promotion of the National Security Coordinator? Why did Dampare decide that he will not promote the National Security Coordinator? Do you know why? He didn't want to promote him so that President Mahama will consider him for Deputy IGP, or some President Akufo-Addo will consider him for Deputy IGP. A Deputy IGP was appointed. You know, Dampare went ahead to undermine him. That's Christian know that.
Dampare recorded Tetenyohunu. Dampare, and then America. IGP Tetenyohunu. When you were appointed as a Deputy IGP, Dampare recorded. Akoboma Nanadomo, Entini Amwanya. It's a murder. Killing innocent people for their lands. Killing innocent people for their lands.
With me packing. Uboko unity be. There's a unit at the headquarters.
Yes.
Uboko unity one. That unity put up more than 10 senior police officers. I've been putting desk. Where are not talking about you? Dampare can promote your branch. Maybe I say police ranks him. Police go ranks him. Wouldn't fear 9 move from one rank to the other. Except on the substance of the no try, when the recommendation rank be. I'm from Bakubi. Obi ASP. Within 3 years, we move from ASP to Deputy Superintendent to Superintendent to Chief Superintendent.
I said this last year.
12 years the when you're in 3 years.
I said this last year.
What is the reason?
Exceptional. Abusia na Afia Schwar and 70B and on nani nyinamuno. Mosonfo Dankwesi Prince. Yadreta ho kakra ede abere bekoso ede ene edi 70 na de beto fon bi aba no. Ebe ma hwefo na etifo nso ehu mesew so ba no subscribe na busia na tuni akoso ayekese na before mekramo ame akon mekanfo Caristic Company Limited indro adeda ho screen so za amesha za agi capsule so de amount centrama yade ngu wanu maso bibenya wa na free yade no nti na mekanfo edunwa waso edi amount se yare don bi agi ati eti ni pedua no so ko jimpenifo ndo ebi infertility ulcer prostate problems yade bone ya wampa no wechira kwembe hawo na omuhindi aba mesha no ba malaria fever typhoid diabetes o blood pressure na ade etai kosoro ye wodru eno no na mpanimfo ndru yi FDA human dia tumi say ye open do to akofoma se e ba stores bi e benwa nsa abeka mpanimfo ndru yi ebi efame dan Kwesi Prince Macron.